Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday the 27th. It's about 2:20 in the afternoon, and I thought I would jump on board and just go over some stuff with you guys real quick and just talk to you a little bit about what I'm seeing here and turn off my sound to make sure I'm good. By the way, you guys can work with me here and interact with me on the chat and YouTube here on the right side. So it's been one heck of a crazy day. We talked about this last night on the webinar. I thought we get a big day, especially in the queues, and we certainly have gotten that today, which is nice. Gilead, what do we got here? November 77 calls. Wow, big one. $1.4 million worth of November 77s in Gilead just came in. So if you guys are out there watching that, somebody just came bigly for Gilead. SPY, June, wow. The flow today has been off the charts. June 20 SPY, June 29th calls, 275 calls. They've hit this strike a couple of times now. They're sweeping them, so they're not even negotiating. These are sweepers. And there's another $500,000 into that line. I've seen over $1 million into there today at this point. So at this point, we have this massive move now in the markets, right? The Qs just played catch up after lagging. Look at this gap and go, new all-time high, way above it. Bigly extended here, but doesn't mean anything at this point. The SPY back to an all-time high. Looked like death coming into today, right? How quickly everything changes. Last night I spoke to you guys at length. I changed my presentation with you guys last night because I felt this market was going to explode today. And I'm hoping you guys all got on board and got something involved in it. At this point, some of the calls this morning were Facebook. I told you last night, Facebook loves to go on Google. Facebook had this move to all-time highs. What a move today. You don't see moves like this in Facebook very often. It has earnings next week. You should have taken some profits. You can leave a runner here, but take some profits. Never hurts to take profits. Apple, finally good news. iPhone X sold out everywhere. Huge move, almost back to highs. Sadly, I let myself get stopped out of this instead of sticking with it all day because I chased it late and I put a tight stop in. Want to smack myself on that. By the way, Facebook, I didn't fill calling flow to everybody this morning, and that's what happens sometimes when I'm busy with you guys on busy days. I miss my entrances. But huge move on Facebook at this point. Apple, I did have a nice trade on Netflix. I just exited the last couple calls on this pull. I will revisit this on Monday. I am now long C in January 75 calls and Goldman Sachs in January 260 calls, looking for a move here. I said last night, I said yesterday, I wanted Goldman Sachs off the 21-day, so I am in it now. At this point, it's tough to initiate here. My gut says we gap up on Monday. Any weakness on Monday would be a very welcome addition. They've come after a lot of names. They've run Microsoft all the way up here. Intel, right? Come on, there we go. Look at this move in Intel. Ungodly. And how about NVIDIA finally broke above 200 and is holding it here to a new all-time high. So we've seen some just incredible moves at this point in the marketplace. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Please, just, I guess this is tell you, take some profits. Leave some runners, take some profits. You should be taking profits into this. If you're not taking profits in this, you're getting really greedy and you're praying that they don't do something stupid and pull the rug out from underneath you. And we know they love to do that. I mean, look what they did with Netflix. Netflix looked awesome. It finally started to go on volume. They ramped it up to 200, and now they're giving the whole move back. This is a bad candle. We do not like candles like this. That's failure. Should have held. Failure. The market hasn't closed yet. It still has time to recover, but they're showing at this point they don't want it. Right? What else? AMD, I didn't touch today. I've looked at it a couple times. They're starting to do a little buying. You got a little bit of a reversal off the low. Nothing really get me excited down here. BABA's had unbelievable flow. So part of my theory is today is why Facebook and Apple and BABA are so strong. They got caught flat, guys. They came into today without exposure to these names, and now they need to have them going into earnings next week because There's no way if they can explain to constituents why they weren't in them after you saw what happened with Amazon and Google here. So they have to get into them. Snap, November 24th, 15 puts flowing in. 100, it's a block of them, 165K. It's an earnings protection bet. I don't really pay much attention to Snap anymore these days. To me, I don't understand the business model of that company. They should have been bought out a while ago. I think Facebook's going to eat their lunch eventually. IGT, December 25 calls, swept 45K more. The other thing we saw happen today is oil spiked. So we'll get back into the here. If you guys have questions, type them out. I can see them all. Oil spiked. And even though earnings weren't so good on some of the energy stocks today, we saw the XLE finally wake back up. Still, though, cannot get through the 200-day. So still well off its lows, not doing much. What I do like here is Lebu gave a very nice reversal today. We'll see if this is more than 1 day. Notice I have a couple lines here. It found support right on those lines. I always love it when that happens, right? I love when those areas actually work. You see support. Those were drawn before the market opened, so just so you know. IBB put in a reversal candle here, a nice hammer as well. So I'm watching Celgene for Monday. I'm going to tell you that with all that call flow into that, and now Gilead getting big time call buying into it as well. Look at that tail on that. So you know they're going to rotate in and out of things. They're not going to stick with everything over and over again. So the thing is don't get caught in the rotation games that we know we're going to see again. So today was the chase day into the FANG names and the NASDAQ. Next week, I start looking to rotate and buy maybe the underbelly and possibly rotate back into banks. Rotate back into banks. Say that 3 times fast. XLF. Nice tail here, again, off the 8-day, holding it nicely. What else? Other than that, the flow today was Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Intel. So, a lot of the same stuff. Big time call buying on the SPY. By the way, if you guys are following me on private Twitter, you really, really, really need to use TweetDeck. Because first off, on TweetDeck, right, you can filter to just me. You could have my own little profile, so everything, you don't have to refresh. Everything comes up real time. So if I was to type to you guys here on Twitter real quick, see it pop up. You don't have to refresh. If you're not using TweetDeck and follow me, you're missing out. The other thing you'll have with TweetDeck is you can create a filter to search just for me. I'm going to do a video on this. I'll post it for you guys. So if you want to see the action, the SPY today, you could type that in. Look at all that. It's going to show you everything I've been seeing for the last couple of days. It's a recent search. You can do that on any symbol within there. So you people who are new to with me, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you're following along and you're not a subscriber yet, hey, check us out. Check me out. smartoptiontrading.com. Come on in, find out what I do. In the link below this video, there's a special sign up. Feel free to join me there. It's a special limited time offer. And, I post a lot of stuff for free, but most of what goes on behind the scenes here. So, Matt, if you have some questions, hit me up. I'm not sure what you're saying that would have help for here. Hit me up either on private Twitter message, direct message on Twitter, or on email, and I can go over what you got and what you're missing there. But I'll post that video and I'll get that out there this weekend. I'll post that online on how to use that. All right, guys. So into the close, I don't expect any type of massive sell-off here. We could see a little bit of waffling around. I probably won't do anything else unless I see some sneaky type action. What I do like to look for on the last hour and a half of Fridays is for buyout plays. Sometimes they like to come in sneaky, small little buys in the stocks you wouldn't normally see, looking for a buyout. If I see something like that, I'll call it out. I'll shoot the nightly video recap and put that out there for people in the service. And everybody, thanks for following. Thanks for being a part. I hope you guys all had a fabulous day, and I will catch you all on Monday morning. Later, guys. Thank you so much for following me.